Hey guys, I'm Allison. I'm the Pampered Wife. We're gonna do a what I've been wearing this past week, which makeup I'm wearing and what I think of it. I'm gonna try to go through it a bit quicker than I usually do, not to give less information about it, but to just show less application. I don't think that that's so much fun to watch. Let me know in the comments down below if you'd prefer if I go through the whole application, just kind of speeding up the footage of it so you can see how I actually apply it, or if you just want me to do more what I'm planning on doing today. I don't mean to speak prematurely, but it does finally feel like spring. It's been in the 70s for a couple of days now. We turned our sprinkler system on. I think it's finally happening. And I am so excited. I'm ready to feel cute and fresh and fun and just be out and doing the springtime things. I love festivals and the farmer's market and all of it except for the allergies and the pollen. So I have been alternating SPF that I wear every day, so I'm not gonna show that, but I am using a foundation with SPF, which is the Tower28 Sunny Days Broad Spectrum SPF 30 Tinted Sunscreen. Now, in the past, I had said I don't really care for this foundation, and the reason is because I have to wear two shades. In the center of my face, I am applying shade 15, which is Melrose. Oh, I see I have some glitter on my face. I was playing with these glitter covered stars that I was gonna hang up. Oh, all right, so I'm putting Melrose in the center of my face, and then on the outer portion of my face, I'm gonna put the shade Mulholland, which is number 25. Oh, it's not Mulholland, it's Ocean Park. I thought I had Mulholland. Okay, it's Ocean Park that I'm putting around the perimeter of my face, and then I'll just blend the two. I have been bringing it some down my neck, which I don't know how much I'm gonna do today. I'll go into that in a second. Melrose is just way too light, but I'm a neutral skin tone, and I think that's how I then ended up with Ocean Park, because that's also neutral, I'm guessing. I'll have to look at them online. And then I've just been going in with a densely packed short-haired brush. This is Real Techniques. This is just like one of my very favorite brushes for foundation. And I start in the center of my face because that's where the color is lightest. Then I work around to the edges. So I think this process works well. In the past, I had gone through mixing the two colors in my hands and spreading it all over, but that just got messy, and I feel like it kind of wasted products. It was all over my hands. I feel like I didn't get that rubbed in right there. So I feel like this works really well. Like I said, I would normally put it down my neck, but maybe you can see I'm having a little bit of sensitivity on my neck. I felt the need to cuddle and caress and kiss my dog, to whom I'm allergic, and broke out in some hives on my neck. So I'm just trying to leave that alone for now. But this has a gorgeous skin-like finish, just a natural finish. It's not dewy, it's not matte. It's a light coverage. If I put on a second layer, it'd be a light to medium, but it really is just a skin-like finish. Like, it looks like my skin, but my skin definitely looks better than when I started this video. Like, I think it looks really pretty, and I love the finish. Yeah, and darn it, I just remembered I wanted to put my bronzer on underneath. This week for bronzer, I've been using the Versed Mood Lighting Glow Drops. I have the shade Bronzed, which is the deeper shade. It's got peptides and blackberry extract. I believe it also has a lot of hyaluronic acid. It is a water-based product. It is a serum. It's a skincare product that happens to have a beautiful, finish to it and shade. It's water-based. I think that's what I was saying. So you only want to use it with other water-based products, or use it as a serum before you put on any of your other products. This foundation does happen to be water-based, so this isn't going to cause pilling or anything. It's just that it's really sheer, and it does add quite a bit of glow, and since it is quite watery feeling, I just worry that it removes some of the foundation. But it's really pretty, and it definitely has a sheen to it. I think it's lovely. It does come in one other shade, which is lighter. I think it's called like Golden or something like that. But as you can see, the shade itself isn't going to matter that much, especially if you're wearing it under something. it's really just gonna add more of a glow to your skin, and you're using it for that glow and for the benefits of the skincare. So yeah, I did put that down my neck some just because it feels nice. So basically, I wouldn't use this so much as a bronzer unless you're going barefaced and you want some gorgeous glow and a little bit of goldenness to your skin. I would probably use the lighter shade if I were gonna do that, put it all over my face and go, you know, out like that. But I bought this for a bronzer to see if it would replace my Drunk Elephant De-Bronzy, because that's skincare and a bronzer. It kind of does, but it's just not as pigmented. So it just depends on what you're looking for. I have a video about that, which I'll link up above. Oh, and in the description box below. And I do link everything I talk about in the description box as well. So you can find everything there. They're not affiliate links, it's just for your information. For concealer, I've been using my new concealer. It's the Fit Glow Conceal Plus in the shade C3. It is a thick, full coverage concealer, and you need just a little bit. It's weird though, because it's thick, but it's not moisturizing. So what I find is I moisturize quite well underneath it, and then I just use my finger and tap it out, and it works really well. I hadn't liked this concealer in the past, but now that I'm moisturizing underneath, like a lot, like I have Indie Lee Squalane oil under and around my eyes, like straight up oil. Now that I'm doing that, I really like it. So if you have like oily skin or maybe more normal skin, you may not need to do that. So yeah, it does some brightening and covering. I really loved their corrector in peach, I think it was, and I wonder if I should get that, and I feel like I could use it instead of this. Let me know if you have both those products and if you find using both of them is too much, like layering them. While I wear a lot of different products on my face, I don't like to wear a lot of makeup, like a lot of thickness. I don't want thick stuff on my face. So the idea of layering and layering just doesn't appeal to me. But I am really enjoying that concealer, and right now I would have to say it is my favorite. For eyes, I have been wearing Lawless The Glam one. It's a mini palette. It's all talc free. It does have the names on the back. It comes with 2, 4, 6, 8 shades. And it has a mirror in here. It's not a real high quality mirror, but it definitely gets the job done. I look at this and I'm like, oh, none of this is really that appealing or brightening, but every time I use this palette, I enjoy it and I want to use it more. I've been doing really simple eye looks, so I'm going to use this all over the lid and trying to decide about the crease. I think I'll use this in the crease. And then I'll use this one in the inner corner and the center of my eye for some brightening and shimmer. So yeah, I'm just using my Eco Tools eyeshadow brush for both those shades. And then for the shimmer, I really like to use my finger. So I just swirl it around in the pan and then tap that in. And then I'll do a little more blending. These shadows really don't have any kick up or fallout. You can see, I mean, I haven't like shaken the pan or blown it. That's all that was kicked up or anything. And then I will use on the other end of my Eco Tools brush, there's an eyeliner brush, and I will go in with this brown right here and line my upper and lower lids. I really just line the outer half of the upper and lower lash lines. It's a really simple, easy look, but I've just been really liking it. It wears great, like I said, no fallout. It's just a great palette. I'm surprised how wearable the shades are. These aren't shades I'm typically drawn toward. They're much warmer than I thought. I've even been wearing this one in my crease a lot this week, or all over the lid. And I wore this one all over the lid. I don't typically use these two a lot. It's just I'm not in a black phase right now, and this is a little deep. So unless I'm going for an evening look, which I really haven't been doing, I don't use that. And same with that. That's just a little champagne-y, whereas this is more brightening. So I do this in the center of my lid, but this is the only one I would use in the inner corner of my eyes. And it really does a beautiful job of brightening. So I've been really pleased with that palette. I would try more of her eyeshadows. I just don't want a palette A 4 palette is a lot for me. A 4 pan palette I feel like is plenty. Like 2 or singles are more my style. I just am overwhelmed typically by so many different shades, and I feel bad purchasing it. I'm not going to use them all, and what a waste. And that's a personal issue, but that is why I'm holding off on trying any more of her eyeshadow. But so far the formula and the application, all of that has been really, really great. For brows, I'm continuing to use my Iris and Romeo, I believe it's called Brow Up. I have the shade Medium Brown. I will post that video or share that video. Definitely do wipe off, or I definitely do wipe off the excess color. This is a kind of liquidy, really wet formula, and I find if I'm not careful, I just get way too much and it can be messy to apply. But it is supposed to have skincare benefits and brow benefits, so I want to try to use it and see if I notice a difference. I thought I was getting used to this, to applying it, and was thinking, oh, it's kind of okay, but it's still really messy. It's easy to get too much color on. I have to use my own extra spoolie that I have just to brush out where I got too much pigment. Luckily it will do that, but I'm often taking a Q-tip afterwards and wiping around my brows where I got excess color. I just don't really have that problem with other brow gels. But so yeah, I haven't fallen more in love with that product with use. I thought I would, but hasn't happened. For blush, I have been using the Carewise Cream Blush in the shade Reverence, I think is the name. These are refillable, so it's hard, you have to remember the name in order to know what it is. The packaging is recyclable, and it's just, when I don't know quite what to wear, this is the shade that I will reach for. It's just a gorgeous, is it a mauve? It's a cooler tone pink, and I love it. It's really easy to wear, really easy to apply is what I meant. I use my fingers and tap it out. It does fade. Pretty much all cream blushes do. The Say Beauty one, or the Say Dew Blush, does not fade on me throughout the day. That one really somehow stays on, but this definitely does fade, but it's still beautiful. I mean, I feel like it's just the perfect color and was simple to apply. So yeah, I still love this. I usually have been topping it with my Beauty Counter powder blush, satin powder blush in the shade Guava. And this is just a shade that I also tend to use when I don't know what to wear. This just will brighten my face. Plus it'll set that down a little bit and hopefully make it more long wearing. But I am gonna take this a little further back on my cheeks and try not to go on top of where the bronzer is. And I haven't been using contour this week. Trying to decide if I should go in with some powder. I think I will, just around my eyes. So I've been using my Kosas Cloud Set powder in the shade Breezy. If you want a little bit of coverage and you want a pressed powder, this is a good option. It's not matte and it doesn't get rid of all of the tackiness, but it does add some coverage. It's just not my favorite because I want it to completely get rid of the tackiness. On the other hand, if you have dry skin, it's really nice. Like, it does not feel dried down or anything, but I like it to feel dried down. If I put powder there, that's because I don't want it to feel moisturized. I want it to just kind of dry it out, set it, and not worry about it. Also, this will like meld with your skin as the day goes on, so it will become less matte even, I guess is the way to put it. Oh, I am still trying my new perfume set. I'll link that video too of my Sephora purchases. This is from my Brooklyn Ellis scent diary, and today I'm wearing Myth, which is notes of ambrette as opposed to amber, I guess, jasmine and cedarwood. I think it might be bothering my allergies because I'm getting like itchy inside, like deep down in here inside my ears. But I do like the way it smells. Go figure, right? This probably is my favorite so far, and the other ones haven't bothered me. This one, my favorite, and it's bothering me. But I'm not full on sneezing. We'll see how it goes. All right, so I have been Still also wearing my Fit Glow Lash Primer. Interestingly, I found that at least the mascara I'm gonna put on today, it will flake some when I wear this. So I found that the lash primer really separates my lashes, lengthens them some, and the mascara wears really well with it, meaning it looks great all day, yet it flakes some, which this mascara does not flake when I don't wear the primer. So that may just be specific to this mascara, but I find that really interesting. But like I said, it still keeps the mascara looking better throughout the day than when I don't wear it. By the end of the day, without the lash primer, the mascara just isn't as strong on my lashes. So the mascara I've been using is the Jones Road mascara in black. I'm not crazy about the wand because I'm still messy with it. These curved wands are just harder for me to use, but the mascara itself is good. I have no complaints. It's worn well, it's looked good, you know, other than on top of the primer, on the Fit Glow primer, lash primer, it has been flaking, and I think it's on its way out. I'm trying to remember when I opened it. I was in such a good routine of writing the date of when I opened a mascara on the end, and this one is black, and so I was just like, oh, I'll remember, because I use a black marker and it wouldn't show up on this. I don't remember, and next time I think I'll just put a piece of masking tape and put the date on it, because with mascaras it's just so important to know, and also that would really indicate to me to know like how much it's dried out over time, when it wears its best, you know, because mascaras kind of break in. Wish I did that, but I didn't. But it's still a beautiful mascara, and I think I've commented on this before. The only thing is, it's not difficult to wash off, but one of their claims is that it's super easy to wash off. It's not super easy to wash off. It's just probably like a regular mascara to wash off, or regular Clean Beauty mascara to wash off at least. Oh, highlighter. So this is my alley-oop, my little, it's called Stack the Odds, and I have the shade or color story called Sassy Pants. And it's one of these products that are really easy to travel with. It unfolds, it has a mirror, it has a blush. It's either contour or bronzer, and then it does have a highlighter. These do not have any scent, and this is just a really small company that I wanted to support. It's more like a balm. This definitely has a pink tone to it, which is fine with me because I tend to prefer cool toned products on me as opposed to warm or golden. This isn't my favorite. It's not the worst. I don't know why. I don't really care for it. I think it's just, it doesn't do a whole lot. Like, I think maybe I just prefer something a little more impactful. But if you like a more natural looking highlighter, it's nice. And I don't know that you can buy it separately. I think they only come in these little packs. For lips, I've been using another Fit Glow lip liner. This is the shade Nude, and doesn't really have a lot of color. Well, it is nude, but I like it. And then I've been alternating lip products. Oh, I love my Westman Atelier. This is the shade, I think it's Nana. And then I also love my Tower28 lip balm. It's called Juice Balm in the shade Mix. I love this. I've been like, I email Tower28 regularly and say, hey, when are you coming out with more of these? Because this isn't typically a shade that I would go for. It looks like a gloss. Can you see that? Like, it looks like a gloss. It's not crazy shiny, but it definitely has a beautiful shine and sheen to it. It feels like a balm, like it's so comfortable and moisturizing, but it's not messy or goopy or anything, so it has the ease of a lipstick. This twists up. It's just, I love it, love it, love it, love it. Even though I don't need to put a gloss on top of it, I'm looking in my mirror here. Yep, certainly don't need to. I'm gonna go ahead and put Nana or Nana on top of it. See, not that this is messy at all, but when you have a lip gloss in this form, you know, you typically wipe it off. It gets around the edges here. It just can be messy. And this one has a beautiful limoncello scent. And this is like a pinky beige. Maybe I'll just put it in the center of my lips. The Tower28 Lip Juice Balm I feel like is more long wearing than this squeaky clean lip balm, but it was a toss-up all week. So this is the finished look. I've really been happy with the looks I've been able to get using all these products. You know, the two that I'm not crazy about are the Alley-Oop, you know, little tri-folding thing, and the Brow Up from Iris and Romeo. Those are the only two. Everything else I've really enjoyed and would recommend. My only complaint with the Tower28 SPF foundation is that they don't have a shade for me, and so I have to buy two. In the long run, that may work out because then maybe I use more product and I get more sun protection. That's how I'm gonna look at it to be, you know, more optimistic, but I just feel price-wise that is not the most beneficial for me because I typically would wear a sunscreen underneath. Anyway, let me know what you think of these products, if you've tried any of them, if you have a recommendation for me for something else to try, because you know I'm always looking to try new things. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it at any point. Of course, I'd love it if you subscribe, and as always, I hope you find some time to pamper yourself today. Bye.